Hello and welcome back once again to another episode of the Spawn Trap Podcast, the only podcast that was way too busy playing the Switch 2 at a Coldplay concert to notice anything.
Oh no.
I'm Till. I'm joined once again by Lumi.
Hello, that was a good one.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
know what else to intro with.
Oh god, I will say though that whole Chabaco just like brought me back into Coldplay. That's all I've been
Oh,
listening to
really?
now. Yeah.
That's funny. I've been seeing all the memes, and I don't know the whole situation. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about people's personal lives. I don't care about rich CEOs and the affairs that they have. But the memes are pretty funny.
The memes are hilarious. I
Yeah.
love them.
We've been on, or not really. We haven't really been on a break, but we just didn't do a podcast last month. We did all of Summer Game Fest, so that was like too much, and I don't think we could get together to do a podcast at all. So we're doing one now. There's been a lot of stuff in the news, so much so that I don't even know what we're really going to be talking about because we can pick anything, and it would be like a huge discussion. Let's start with a simple thing. What have you been playing?
I have been in between games. I'm still playing Expedition 33 because this is the one game, well, the first game in a while that I won 100%. So I'm still stuck on the last boss. And if anyone who's played Expedition 33, they know how hard Simon is.
Okay.
Yeah, I passed him. So I'm still working on that, and I'm actually in between games. I started playing Peak
Oh
with
yeah.
Taco recently. I played it
Okay.
once. It wasn't bad. And then yeah, I've been playing that, and I've kind of been getting back into Silent Hill 2 because I never finished that. So
Hmm.
yeah, I've been in between games.
There's no way to play Silent Hill 1, right? Like
um,
legitimately today.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I think they are planning. I think that's the next game they're supposed to be remaking, at least
all right,
from what I
if I
heard.
do, I'm just wondering if I can have like your Discord thing show up,
Mhm.
but I guess not. It's blank unless I'm doing something wrong. Um, yeah, I mean, I keep jumping back and forth between games too. So, um, I think I pop out and then so it's not just my
There
lonely
we go.
camera on the screen. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is because of Jordan. He has a green screen. I'll fix that. Um, I'm still playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's a slow burn. I'm doing like the side quests and stuff, so that's my
Mhm.
problem. I decided to do that. Um, and oh no, okay. Well, I don't know if I should do this because this might crash the video. So far, so good. There you
Good.
go. There you go. No crashes. Good. I think whatever issue I had, I think I fixed it. I don't know. Before anytime I adjusted the camera like that, the whole video would crash. Um, no, I've been playing. Yeah, I've been playing that. I've been playing. I recently finished some games. I'm gonna like pull up my list. I've been doing co-op games with Icy Arrow.
Mhm.
We recently finished A Way Out.
Oh wow.
And what else did I finish? Let's see. I actually keep track of this. I want to keep track of like what games I finished this year. So I've been like keeping track of it. Um, completed games. We also played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge together.
Mhm.
Um, I played through Celeste for the first time and I finished that. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know if I talked about this on the last podcast. I guess I didn't because Summer Game Fest was in June. So I played through one of the earliest games from my childhood, The Lion King on the Super Nintendo. Um, that game
Wow, I forgot all about that game.
that game is hard. My cousin had that game, so like whenever I would go over, I would just play there. And
Yeah.
I never actually finished it because it was so hard. So I have the port on Switch, so I decided to play that.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm gonna be starting tomorrow as of recording this. Well, I just dropped the amiibo for it, but Donkey Kong Bonanza. I just bought this amiibo
Oh.
and I dropped it. Um, yeah, I'm gonna be playing that tomorrow. Mario Kart World, playing with my brother whenever we like get together. Um, and then just at night, I've been playing Picross on my 3DS. Those are my games right now.
Wow. Do you have
Yeah.
any old like retro games that you're planning on playing soon? Like, so you played like the like Luigi's Mansion and stuff. Any
Yes.
other games you have planned like that?
What's on my backlog? I'll take a look because I can't remember. Um, well, I plan to play. Okay, is this PS2 considered retro, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, I would.
Okay, so I plan on playing Okami whenever I'm finished with Assassin's Creed.
Mhm.
So that's definitely one on my list. Other than that, no. Sometimes I'll just jump into retro games because I missed out on a lot of games growing up.
Mhm.
So I'm like, sure, like there's stuff that I revisit. Like recently, there's been some ports of N64 games and other consoles as well, but
Mhm.
there's two versions of Mario Kart 64 you can get
Mhm.
on PC now. One is I don't know if you know what Chip of Harkinian is, but it's like a PC port of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Mhm.
So I played quite a bit of that on PC when I realized I could do that. Um,
Mhm.
and Mario Kart kind of works the same way, where it just plays natively on your PC. It adjusts full screen, whatever resolution and frame rate that you're using on your monitor. There's another one called it's a decompilation. Works very similarly, but the nice thing about that is somebody released a texture pack that works with it already. So and it kind of mimics the box art of Mario Kart 64.
Mhm.
So like everybody has like that like all the characters, assets, everything have like that kind of clay 3D look.
Mhm.
So it looks like an HD remaster of Mario Kart 64. So I've been just playing around
Ooh.
with that. So sometimes I'll see like those like revised versions of retro games and I'll just want to jump in for nostalgia's sake, but a lot of times I'll just be like I'll just cycle through old games because I'm like, oh, I never played that, and I'll just like play it.
Yeah. Did you ever play like any of the old James Bond games?
I've played the popular one, GoldenEye, multiplayer a couple times growing up, and then I played like the ports that they released later on modern consoles a little bit.
Mhm. Mhm. If you ever want to play like an old James Bond game, I think honestly one of my favorites was Agent Under Fire for the GameCube.
Okay,
That one was really good, and then Nightfire was good too. That was on PS2. But yeah, both of them really really good.
that'll be something I will keep in mind. Yeah, because I got one thing that I ordered last year that I'm still waiting on, keeps getting delayed, is a chip for my GameCube to just like load all just load all my games and stuff on there.
Uh-huh.
But also it just improves the GameCube and everything. It's called the Flippy Drive. Um,
Hmm.
and I'm still waiting on that. I don't know if I'm gonna have to pay any sort of tariffs or not
Hmm.
because that was
Hmm.
such a long time ago.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm just gonna be playing a bunch of GameCube games when that comes out. So that would be something to consider. Um,
nice.
Also, I guess since I'm on the topic, uh, where did I put this? I put this in fun. Yeah, okay. So the other thing I was complaining about in the last podcast, um, let me complaining again today. The Analog 3D has been delayed again.
Oh
I
yeah.
know. They're citing tariffs as the reason. Yeah, it says sudden tariffs are to blame. But
Hmm.
basically, the expectation was that it was coming out this month,
Hmm.
but yeah, it's just a month later, so I just have to wait till the end of August now, and hopefully it doesn't get delayed anymore, and I can play these N64 games in 4K.
Yeah. Oh boy, these tariffs, man.
I know. Um, I'm not like I haven't been ordering anything from across the border, so
Hmm. I feel
um, I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
so. Um, let's do some good news first. What do you
Okay,
got for us as good, like
what do
happy,
I
fun
have?
news? Hmm.
Well, Donkey Kong is out. Everybody's got the Donkey Kong fever right now.
Hmm. Hmm.
And there's a lot of products and marketing going around.
Hmm.
Including this. See if I pull up a. Oh shoot! I gotta allow something. Allow X on. Okay. I can't pull up the picture. Okay, allow X. There we go. Tracking.
Oh boy, we're being tracked.
Yeah, well, I have a private browser open, so I have to like allow extra things. All right, so there's this plush Donkey Kong barrel that was made with a convenient place to store your bananas as it's marketed, and
Hmm.
this is what it looks like.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Yeah, so that's some. Oh, this is on. Wait, hold on. This is on the My Nintendo store.
Oh my God. No way.
I don't think they thought that through.
And yeah, just put your bananas in there.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, God. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of do you remember the Dune
Yeah,
worm
I knew you
popcorn
were
bucket?
gonna go there.
Oh my God. No, not Donkey Kong. Mm.
um, there's
Like
a
so this is my thing. Like the
yeah,
person who created this,
yeah.
what were they thinking?
I don't think they
Did they
were
finish?
thinking.
did, did they look at it when they finished and they're like, huh?
I don't think so. I don't think that happened.
Yes, this is perfect for a children's game. Mm.
Um, I don't know if you're a fan of the new Pope.
I
Uh,
honestly, I haven't really heard much about him, but I did hear that apparently he signed like someone's like Pokemon card or something.
he did. His
Yeah,
name's so he said his name is Pope Leo, and a Pokemon fan decided to meet him and give him a Pop Leo Pokemon card for him to sign.
I love that he's smiling about it though. Like
Yeah.
he's so he's chill. I don't know much about him. Like I don't know
Yeah, me
like what
either.
he is, but I know
He's a
it's
fan of some sports team, and he's American. That's all I know.
oh yeah, I did hear that.
Mm,
That's cool. He's chill.
yeah.
We love him for that.
All right. What's something else we can talk about here?
Oops, let me put this
Oh,
back.
I mean, this is a good one. We got some Nintendo movie news. I don't know if you saw this.
Ooh, I haven't seen
We
no.
got casting. I don't have their names in front of me. I'll have to look it up. But we got casting for Zelda and Link, for the live action Zelda movie.
Wait a minute, I didn't even know they were making a Zelda movie.
Yeah, they're making so Sony is
Oh.
producing a Zelda movie for Nintendo. It's gonna be live action, and
Mhm.
everyone around the internet asks the same question: Why?
Yeah,
Why is this not animated like the
yeah,
Mario movie? And why is Sony producing it? Yeah,
yeah. Sony out of all people, like why? I don't understand that. Okay, so the kid at the bottom, that's supposed to be
Link.
Link.
Yeah. So that's Benjamin Evan Ainsworth.
That is not at all how I pictured Link to be in a live action movie if there was to be
No, I
one.
don't think these are production stills. I think these are just photos of the actors, so they haven't really worked on anything yet.
Oh,
So
okay, thank God.
I know.
But
Um,
yeah, I mean, I guess now I could see it.
yeah, and then Bo Bragison is playing Zelda.
Yeah, I think that's like perfect
Yeah,
to
it'll
me.
be out
Yeah.
May 2027.
Wow, 2027. Well, it's actually almost 2026 anyway. So,
Yeah,
oh,
also Beyond the Spider-Verse is in 2027.
wow.
A lot of stuff we gotta wait for. At this rate, maybe GTA 6 is gonna be 2027. Who knows?
We're gonna get the Zelda movie before GTA
We
6.
could, yeah, that could happen.
Oh man.
um, oh, this is another fun one. Do all the fun news right now. Uh,
Mhm.
BBC recently covered. They did like a segment on retro games and everything, and they're like showcasing stuff. And this is one of the images that they've shown. Can you see a problem here?
Okay, hold on. Let me zoom in.
Okay.
Wait, what was this? What in the world? Okay, what was this for?
It's for like a segment on retro games. Like you're talking about like how people are getting back into retro games and stuff like that.
First of all, why is there a Wii
Well,
there?
because I don't know if you know this, but it's 2025 and the Wii is an old console and we are old people and it is now retro.
Oh my god, no, please don't make me cry.
Yeah.
Please
The,
don't
the
make me
Wii U, Switch, and Switch 2 have been released since the Wii. So
stop.
that's
Oh
not what the problem
no.
is with this image.
What am I missing? Oh my god, I'm gonna feel stupid.
Well,
Is it the
what's
control?
it's not the controller, it's what the controller is attached to and the game that's inside of it.
Mario Bros.
Yeah, which is a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
NES. And it's plugged into a SNES.
Oh my god.
They put an NES cartridge in a Super Nintendo.
Oh my god. Oh, you can't make that shit up.
No.
Oh my god.
Funny.
I don't even remember what the SNES like cartridges look like either.
They're like, well, I can show you. Hold on.
Yeah, because I never had a
I think
SNES.
the Japanese ones and the North American ones were the same.
Mhm.
Actually, I might have a Japanese cartridge somewhere, but I think the back of them was just different. But yeah, this is a Super for my
Oh, yeah. See that I remember. I remember those
yeah.
cartridges. I don't remember that big blocked one.
The big one, that's an NES cartridge.
Oh my
I have
god.
that too. Now I feel old.
Wow.
No, that's the Japanese ones were much smaller. I think they were like smaller than the Super Nintendo ones. So it's funny
Wow.
that I think the only reason why the North American ones were so big is because they changed the design of the console. So
Mhm.
I think in Japan it was more top loading, but in North America they wanted like the game industry was dying and Nintendo's like we need to like appeal to this audience that sees video games as just toys. So we need to make it like an actual like modern entertainment console.
Yeah.
So they made it look more like VCR design and not as fun and colorful. And it the cartridge went in kind of like a VHS tape where it just inserted from the
Mm.
front. So I think they just made it longer to fit that new console design so that it
Yeah.
would fit properly and wouldn't get stuck. So yeah, that's the only reason why we had these like huge cartridges.
Oh my god. Yeah, like I never had an SNES. I whenever we played SNES, it was we went to our cousin's house and we played there.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first home console was N64.
Mine too.
Yeah. The last fun stuff I have I don't know why I just have a random Yahoo. Oh, here we go. Okay. Last fun thing I have is that Ubisoft and Netflix greenlights Assassin's Creed live action series. Yay.
Nice.
Ubisoft has been like I think they're going to go with another publisher that backed out and they've been trying to like get this done for a long time. So,
Oh, they're gonna do Netflix.
I know.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, the last live action Assassin's Creed project didn't work out so well for Ubisoft. So,
I feel like
hopefully
there's so many other distributors that have been producing good like good shows based off of video games.
yeah.
Like why not have gone like Honestly, like Last of Us is pretty good, and honestly, Fallout was good too. Like
Netflix
there's
did.
nothing
Didn't Netflix do Castlevania?
they did. Was that good?
I've heard good things. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I don't know when this is. Oh, this comes 5 years after the French company announced a partnership with Netflix. So they try to get it greenlit from Netflix for 5 years. Okay.
Wow. And out of all that time now, they
Yeah.
do it. Okay. Wow.
Ubisoft's
Well,
kind of in trouble, so I don't know if this is gonna help them financially, but
yeah.
yeah,
I don't know.
I'll have to wait and see on that one. Um, I don't know if
Dang, am I
you
gonna
if
start
you
watching?
don't if you don't have a topic, I can like list off the groups of stuff that I have.
Okay, let me see. Let's go ahead and wait. There was something. Hold on. Go ahead and list off.
We got some updates to IGN's union. Like there's a union of IGN workers, and
Hmm.
there's an update that I'm trying to expand that, and difficulties getting that done. Um, EA cancels Black Panther. There's a whole Xbox situation. It's way too much to summarize it. It's a whole situation.
Oh my god.
Embracer Group. There's some updates. I actually only put one story here because all the other ones I was like, nah, it's not fun enough for a podcast. There's Sony layoffs, updates to SAG-AFTRA, video game voice actors, workers that have been on strike. Um, Epic Games delisting the game. Nintendo news, Ubisoft layoffs and other things. Um, Sony Santa Monica working on a new game. Last of Us season 3 updates. Stop killing games, which I think we're gonna have to wait till the next podcast to talk about.
Hmm.
There's a Subnautica drama, which I don't have the full details on here, so I'm gonna have to try to like summarize as best as I can remember. And Steam delisting some games. That's all I have. I don't have really anything else.
What's this about Ubisoft claims microtransactions help players experience more fun?
Let's get to Ubisoft here. So first update since we last had our podcast.
Hmm.
Developers at Ubisoft Halifax have filed to unionize. Um,
Oh.
Love to see it. A majority of the staff have filed to unionize with CWA Canada. This is from GameIndustry.biz. Majority of the staff at Ubisoft Halifax, developer of mobile games like Rainbow Six Mobile. Did you know that was a game?
Nope.
I'm pretty sure there's another one called Small, like SMOL.
I can't
So
imagine these like on phone.
yeah, I don't know. And there's a Assassin's Creed Rebellion. I remember when that one came out, but I never actually played it. They filed to unionize. Any effort at Ubisoft to unionize, I think, is good because company notoriously not does not treat their workers well. So
Yeah. Honestly, that's really big for you, Ubisoft. Good for them.
yeah. Hopefully, like other areas of the company follow suit. Um,
Mm.
Also from game developer or as gamedeveloper.com, Ubisoft is making layoffs even after securing a $1.25 billion Tencent investment.
Oh my god.
19 people were made redundant at Ubisoft Red Storm. I don't know what Red Storm works on. This was in July 9th. Um, Workers at Star Trek, Bridge Crew, and Tom Clancy's I guess just Tom Clancy in general.
Oh.
So 19 people were left off. Honestly, not as drastic as we have been seeing from other publishers, but Ubisoft has let go a lot of people already. Like this
Mm-hmm.
isn't the first time doing this. They just keep laying people off, and they got that investment from Tencent, so it sucks.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
disappointing.
and there's this movement called Stop Killing Games. I'm gonna like kind of summarize it. We're gonna have to do like full breakdown because Court wants to do a deeper discussion on this.
Mm-hmm.
This actually was triggered from a Ubisoft game. This movement,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a snowball effect of other games as well. But really, The Crew, which is a Ubisoft game, kind of sparked this, where Ubisoft said, "Hey, we're taking the servers down for The Crew," and people said, "We can only play the game online. Can there be like an update to play it offline?" And Ubisoft said, "No." And then they're like, "Okay, well, we're gonna like people are like, we're gonna try like maybe like reverse engineer it or something like that," which I think there is an effort to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I guess Ubisoft took that personally. They started delisting the game from people's accounts, mine included. Um,
What?
so so they made it seem like, hey, you never actually purchased this game. Like this isn't something you own, it's just completely gone. We decided to take away.
Oh.
This is something that's becoming more commonplace lately. There's another story about Epic Games doing that. I have that bookmarked as well. So this sparked this movement, people saying like, hey, we paid $60 or whatever it was to play this game, and we don't have access to it anymore. There's got to be like something that needs to be done. And really the only thing, because you signed, you accepted the license agreement and everything, so really the only thing that can be done is take it to politicians and the government, and that's what people are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this whole effort to try to get it made like required for game developers to say like, hey, if you're ending service for a game, you
Mm-hmm.
have to have some sort of end of service plan to make it offline or make it available for people to use, even
Mm-hmm.
if they can't use the online services, so that way they can do something with the game that they purchased, right? And that's not just
Yeah.
a wasted piece of plastic, right?
Yeah.
That's an oversimplification of the whole movement, and there's like drama and politics behind it, and an effort to squash it. There's been an update today for that actually, um but the Ubisoft CEO responded because you know he's this is heavily involved in his decisions, right? So
Mhm.
he said, regarding the petition, we operate in a market, okay? And whenever we release a game, we provide a lot of support for that game. We also provide a lot of services to make sure that game is accessible and remains playable 24/7. He says that information regarding the game and how long can be played are on the game itself. Notes that on the box art it says online connection required, and Ubisoft may cancel access to one or more specific online features upon 30-day prior notice. Um, I think he also mentioned that people could upgrade for $1. They're like, yeah, we made it easy. You could upgrade to the Crew 2 for $1.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The statement right here is what gets me. It's not a whole lot of money to be able to continue playing a game.
What?
Yeah. Um, But this kind of issue is not specific to Ubisoft. All video game publishers are faced with that issue. You provide a service, nothing is written in stone, and at some point that service may be discontinued. Nothing is eternal. We are doing our best to make sure that things go well for all players and buyers, because obviously support for all games cannot last forever.
Just I don't know.
I cannot stress how much I hate this guy.
That's awful. And the fact that he even decided that that was a good thing to say.
No, he makes the dumbest decisions ever. There was one year at E3 where he was like, there was nothing but bad news about him in the news.
I
Like
bet.
recently up to the E3, and he decided, he's like, hey, I'm gonna show myself on stage and get like everybody involved behind me cheering, clapping, whatever. I'm like, This is not, you're ruining. Get off the stage. Like, you shouldn't be public facing right now.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Uh.
Um. From there, this is another one.
Oh, here we go.
Ubisoft claims microtransactions help players experience more fun. I cannot stress how much I hate this guy.
He's awful.
I know. It says, Rainbow Six Assassin's Creed developers Ubisoft seems to. Okay, where is this? So this is from Games Radar Plus. When you purchase games through links on our site, we may. Okay, well, I don't care about that. Good for you, Games Radar. There's so many opportunities for leisure in the summertime. You can read at the okay, whatever. It's all season entertainment, right? Paying more money for a game you thought you already paid for. Rainbow Six and Assassin's Creed developer Ubisoft seems to think so. Telling investors its more recent annual financial report that monetization within premium games makes the player experience more fun. This is always optional, but players like to personalize their avatar or progress more quickly.
I don't know about that.
No, I've never like bought a microtransaction and said, I'm having so much fun buying this extra piece of content for this game I already paid for.
I love spending more money.
Yeah.
My God. Like it doesn't make any sense.
No, because it's just all it's just capitalist mindset. It's like
It is.
we need how do we make more profits, and like people want to spend money because it's fun. And that
Big business. Like
yeah.
remember the days where microtransactions did not exist and people really did have fun playing games? Like, can we go back
Yeah.
to that?
I mean, not really. Not at this stage. This is the industry standard now that we're all living with.
It's upsetting.
I think this is why a lot of people go back to retro games now,
Yeah.
because they're like, oh my god, this new game that came out is so much more money, and then I got to spend extra money to get the full game, and I got to pay like a subscription to play online, and even then I can't play. Sometimes I can't play with my friends on another platform, so I got to buy an additional version of the game. So like some people are just like, I'm just gonna buy an old game and just pop it in my console and play it. Like,
Yeah.
and then there's another statement from Ubisoft here on Star Wars Outlaws, on the reasons why it believes that Outlaws was a financial flop. I'm trying to find the quote here. So, same CEO. For Star Wars Outlaws, we didn't reach our sales targets. The game suffered from a number of items. First, it suffered from the fact that it was released at a time when the brand, Star Wars, the brand that it belonged to, was in a bit of choppy waters. Star Wars. And the game had a few items that still needed to be polished. Why was it released? And they were polished and debugged in the early weeks, but it did affect sales volumes. Why was it released?
Oh my God. People just want their games out there, but they don't even think about like think about all the games that were released so early and they just did horribly because they didn't wanted to just get it out there instead of just delaying. Like, and that's why it sucks when games are delayed, but at the same time, like at least they know that they want to, get something out that's good and complete.
Yeah. I mean, Assassin's Creed was delayed, but I think it was delayed in response to this game not selling very well. So I think Ubisoft was like, all right, we need to let Assassin's Creed Shadows cook because we don't want another Star Wars situation on our hands.
Yeah. Yes.
From what I heard after like the patches and stuff, this game is not terrible, but it's not like amazing. It's just it feels like any other like mediocre game. But it's something I'm interested in trying at some point, but I wasn't like running to play this game.
Yeah, no.
That's all the Ubisoft stuff. What else we talk about?
I just don't really see myself enjoying Ubisoft anyway. Like the only games that I played really from them are Tom Clancy games,
Hmm.
but even then, it's not really the games where you have to pay to, apparently have more
Yeah,
fun. I'm usually just playing like single solo players like Wildlands and stuff, where you can do
right.
co-op, but you don't really have to pay to progress.
I'm playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I do like Ubisoft games. Like for the most part I've enjoyed them. But it is a franchise that suffers from a lot of the issues we're talking about, and you know, it's the typical
Mhm.
tropes of the industry. Um and like for example, I'm playing through Game Pass because it's available through Game Pass, and I guess I got like the Ultimate Edition or whatever. And
Mhm.
as part of that, like, is just that I get a horse that I decided to use. That's like a black unicorn with purple wings that like kind of glows.
Mhm.
so, like, it,
Wait, that actually sounds kind of cool.
it is. So it's hilarious whenever I call up the horse because I'm like, this horse does not belong here. But people watching my streams are like, how did you get that horse? I'm like, I don't know. I got it from Game Pass, and they're like, yeah, you have to like pay for like the ultimate version to get this or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So it's like just extra transactions I would not have paid for otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for this dumb horse.
At least it looks cool.
It looked cool, yeah, but I'm like, I guarantee you, if they're like, hey, uh, spend a whole bunch more money and you can get this horse, I would be like, no, give me the regular horse. I'm fine with the regular horse. Okay, what what are we pivoting to now?
I'm not gonna lie, that's
Yeah.
one of the things that I liked about Overwatch 1,
Mm-hmm.
where you would get currency through just like
The loot
completing
boxes.
challenges or doing
Yeah.
comp, and you can get a lot of the like what do they call them? Oh my god,
Loot boxes.
loot boxes and a
Yeah.
lot more out for your characters. And then eventually they changed it, and now you got to start paying more money and
Well,
actual money.
from what I understand, the main reason why it was changed is because it was considered gambling in a lot of regions where because that game popularized that system,
Hmm.
and a lot of governments were taking notice of it, and they're saying like, hey, this is essentially gambling for a kids game. It wasn't really a kids game, but
Yeah.
children were playing it and trying to, like, in order to get the thing that they want, they needed to spend money for the chance to possibly get it, right?
Yeah.
So they had to change up the system, and I think that's ultimately the main reason why they made an Overwatch 2, is so that they can just completely move over to this new system, um, change it free to play, and get everybody over to the second game. But like
Mm.
at the same time, they were promoting it like with all these new features and stuff. Like there's going to be a story mode and everything, and that ended up getting scrapped. So a lot of people
Yeah.
were like, "Why did? Why was there an upgrade then? Like, why did we do this upgrade if you're scrapping all that stuff that you said was the reason why we needed to change to an Overwatch 2?" But yeah,
Hmm. That was what everyone wanted, was the story mode,
yeah,
because the shorts that they came out with were so good.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know. And I don't think they're gonna revisit that after like all the layoffs and everything. But um, like I don't understand why they wouldn't, if they're in a good enough place to like get that done and have the budget and everything for it. But
Mhm.
um, I'm gonna talk about this one because it's on my screen.
Mhm.
Um, so this is from Eurogamer. Sony Santa Monica's next game is reportedly not a new IP, but it might feel like one. So
What does
they're
that even
so
mean?
they're not working on God of War, or maybe they are. Does that statement scream God of War? It's not a new IP, but it might feel like one, so probably not God of War.
No.
Um, I don't know if this article gets into suggestions here. Me, I start thinking of like dead PlayStation IP that's not being used, that's like not under any other publisher, that maybe Sony Santa Monica might be interested in
Mhm.
that have sort of a similar vibe to God of War if they want to do something a little bit more familiar,
Mhm.
and changing it up in a way where it might feel like a new IP. And
Oh,
for me, my mind went to Heavenly Sword. I don't know why.
I haven't heard about that one.
Okay, so it's this. I got it recently. The launch game for the PS3, and
Mhm.
it did not review well. This
Mhm.
was made by Ninja Theory. I think they went on to make the Hellblade games for Xbox. Um,
Mhm.
so this is Heavenly Sword. It's a
Okay.
sort of like a hack and slash game, I believe.
Mhm.
Um, so it only got like one game in the. This is the only game. Ninja
Mhm.
Theory's not making this. It's a PlayStation IP, so this is kind of like a dead IP. But I'm like thinking this is the closest in theme to like God of War. If they want to, if I'm picking IP, I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know if you have any other thoughts of what this might be.
I haven't. I'm not really sure because I don't really play games like God of War, so I wouldn't know
Yeah.
anything that would be even close to that I would have ever played.
Uh, Schreier, are they talking about
Wait.
Jason Schreier? Yeah. Okay. Bloomberg journalist Jason Schreier says, calling Barlog's game Sona Santa Monica's next big thing. It was going well, at least a couple months ago. He says, I'll put it this way. It's not a new IP, but it might feel like one. Maybe that's why people are confused. Please don't ask me more questions about this. If I wind up reporting more information at any point in the future, it'll be an article, not a forum, and that sci-fi stuff that people apparently believe for years now, it's nonsense. So it's not a sci-fi game.
Okay.
That's all we know.
Okay. Well, they're really keeping that under wraps.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh I feel like this makes sense to me. I don't know if I'm willing to
Yeah.
bet on it, but it'd be interesting to
I
see if they brought it back.
Interesting. Yeah, I've never. I mean, I've never even heard about it until now. But
Yeah.
just that cover is giving God of War.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like it seems like even like the background art and everything. Um,
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah. I don't know. If I'm saying like they're working on something like God of War and it's not a
Hmm.
new IP, but it basically is. I
Hmm.
don't know. That's a possibility. I don't know.
So is that like a game that you say it didn't review well, but did people enjoy playing it?
I think so. The problem is that it wasn't an amazing game from
Hmm.
what I recall from the reviews, but it was like one of few games you could play on PS3 at the launch. The other one being Layer, and Layer was a bad game. so so I'm guessing people liked this instead of Layer.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't think this was like nobody talks about this game. This is a forgotten game.
Wow.
I don't think you can play it today. You can only play it on the PS3. It was an exclusive, so this dies with the console
Wow.
when that's gone. So
That's crazy to me that it was an exclusive for PS3 and it died. And it's like, huh.
yeah, I mean that happens.
Mhm.
So PS3 store is still up. You get a PS3 right now, you just buy games
Mhm.
digitally. So I'm assuming you can. Actually, this was launch PS3, so I don't know if they have ever released a digital version of it. So maybe the
Oh,
physical way is the only way to play. I don't know. I'm not sure.
wow.
yeah. But I saw this at the game shop a while ago, and I'm like, oh, I remember wanting to play that, so I bought it.
Mm.
Um, I have this here. We all finished The Last of Us, right?
I haven't finished. Well, I finished the first season, but I haven't finished the second season.
Okay,
Have you?
cool. I have. I was actually so you were saying you were free to do this podcast, and I messaged Court. I'm like, hey, do you want to do a Last of Us podcast? I'm on, and
Hmm.
she's like, I'm busy. I'm like, cool, we'll save it for another time. I didn't know you didn't finish it. That would have been
No,
awkward.
no, you're fine. Yeah, I'm on the third episode now.
Gotcha.
Um,
Um, this is
honestly,
just.
I
Sorry, go
never
ahead.
played the game, and I honestly wish I could have played the game, so I would have at least known what was going on. But
Yeah, I would say to
that,
play the game. What's interesting right now is that they just released a version of the game that you can play where it's all chronological order because the second game kind of goes back and forth.
oh yeah, I
Um,
did hear about that.
yeah, so now you can play the sequence of events in chronological order, which is interesting. I
Hmm.
kind of want to see that. I don't know if I want to replay the game, but I would like to see it that way.
Hmm.
But this is just real quick. So Neil Druckmann says he's leaving for Last of Us season 3, so he's not going to be working on it.
Yeah, I did
So,
hear about.
um, which I think like to be, I don't know, maybe selfish, I guess. They're working on the sci-fi game. I can't remember what it's called. Probably says here. Um, it's man, they revealed it at the Game Awards. Do you remember what it was called?
It was a sci-fi game.
Yeah, Naughty Dog's
Mm.
working Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet.
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah.
that game looks cool. Yeah, absolutely want him to work on that so that game ends up being really good. Um,
Hmm.
so I get it. I don't necessarily think I mean, he did important work on guiding the show to where it is, and
Hmm.
obviously it's his baby and everything.
Hmm.
So it would be great if he worked on season 3, but I don't think he necessarily needs to be there, and having him focus on Intergalactic might be the better choice.
Hmm. Yeah. Love that. Well, I mean, it sucks we won't have him on season three, but it's nice if he does start working on that.
Do you know anything about the Black Panther game that was canceled?
I do not.
It was an EA game. They canceled it. I'm very upset because it sounded like it would have been cool. I think EA is still working on an Iron Man game,
Hmm.
so hopefully something happens from there. What's sad is though that they closed the studio Cliffhanger Games.
Hmm.
So, and that's kind of like a trend, like Warner Brothers with the Wonder Woman game, they canceled that. That studio closed down. I think Xbox did the same thing. We'll get into those stories as well, but um, it sucks. Like these games have so much work and progress put into them, and then just everything just shuts down, and everybody, like the entire
Yeah.
studio, all their jobs are lost.
I heard of one company that they had been working on a game for like 10 years only for it to be canceled. I forget what it
That might have been
was.
one of the Xbox ones because I think it
Yeah.
was Everwild. That might have been that one.
Yeah, I think that was the one. They had worked on it for so long.
Um, We can get into the Xbox news, I guess. We can go through it all. I think I have everything here by series of events. Um,
Mm-hmm.
First of all, before we get into the layoff news, Xbox did show. I think we talked about it, right? The Asus ROG Ally Xbox, the different models that they announced.
Uh, I think so.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's also the rumor that Xbox was working on their own like in-house handheld that plays
Yes.
games natively on the like Xbox games natively on it.
Hmm.
Apparently that's been sidelined.
Yeah.
Um, Not surprised with everything that's going on. There's a picture
Yeah.
of a Switch. Don't mind that. This is Nintendo life. They have to put Switch there. Um, so yeah, third party one is still expected. So this was back in May. Why do I have this now? I don't know why I shared this now. Um, but yeah, the rumor was that they put their own like handheld aside for now.
Mhm.
Um, so we're not gonna get that official Xbox handheld, but we will get that ROG Ally Xbox, I think, later this year. Are
Yeah.
you getting one of those or
I probably will, honestly, because I didn't get the Switch, so I could get this. So
that's
I think
fair? Yeah.
Yeah.
The next
What
thing
about you? You're gonna
is
play?
no, I don't
No.
have a need to. Because it's cool if I can run that stuff natively,
Mhm.
but like for I don't know, for me, Xbox games I'm playing on my console, and if I really want to play games, Xbox games handheld, I got my phone. It
True.
it works okay. Like and I'm not really like I don't know. I feel like a lot of these games I can get. I'll play, or I prefer to play games from my Switch or the smaller handheld. I don't know if I want an Xbox handheld in particular. I have too many devices, so. But
Yeah.
Xbox has confirmed that they're working on next gen consoles, partnering with AMD. Not surprising there because they always do.
Yeah.
PlayStation pretty much confirmed they're working on next gen consoles too. Um, I don't know if anybody's screaming for next gen already though.
Yeah, I don't think
I
so.
think these are premature announcements just for investors.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think there's anything to be totally excited about at this point, but that's
No.
just me. Um so I think I have things in order. So Halo devs, so this was I think before, no, yeah. So this was back in July, so July 9th, so earlier this month.
Mm-hmm.
After some layoffs hit Microsoft. So it says Halo developers reportedly unhappy about the next game amid layoffs, and I think this is for the remake with Unreal Engine for the first game. This is from True Achievements. A report sheds light on increased tensions within the studio, with one employee reportedly saying, "I'm personally super pissed that Phil's email to us bragged about how this was the most profitable year ever for Xbox, in the same breath as pulling the lever and like firing everyone." And that's the thing, like when they made that announcement, I think pretty much anytime they make the announcement, hey, we're laying off a bunch of people, it's after the company reports record profits, and the responses from like the higher up saying like, hey, everybody's been valuable. We've been making like great progress and everything. This has been a very successful. Then why'd you lay off people, right?
Yeah.
This is just for, it's not for the people, like they position it as a statement for the people affected that lost their jobs,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just a statement for investors. Like it's such a
Yep.
slap of the face that for the people that you let go, and it's so
Mm-hmm.
infuriating.
Exactly.
uh Quote goes on saying, don't think anybody is really happy about the quality of the product right now. There's been a lot of tension and pep talks trying to rally folks to ship. That's the other side effect when you keep laying people off for no reason when things are looking good, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody at the company knows that at any moment their jobs and their security can just be pulled from them for no
Mm-hmm.
reason without any sort of preparation or anything.
Yeah.
Morale is going to be low and the quality of the product's going to be shitty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If I was working in a company that I knew were laying
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people off, again, I would be worrying about my job security. I would be looking for
Mm-hmm.
other jobs,
Yeah.
honestly. 'Cause I
It's
wouldn't
just
want to be working somewhere where I'm scared I'm gonna be laid off at any point.
it's
Like,
just tough in the gaming industry because everywhere is like that, right? So like a lot of people are in the gaming industry are leaving the gaming industry because there's no job security anymore.
where do you go?
I know, right? Like what do you like? So I think some people just go into programming in general, or they take up a
Yeah.
new skill, like skill set.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's tough.
Or they make their own games by
They make their own
themselves.
games. Yeah, I mean, a lot of indie studios have started up from this. Like that's why we see like Expedition 33 from
Yeah.
ex. I think they were ex Ubisoft employees,
Mm-hmm.
and they started up that studio and made a kick-ass game that's probably going to be winning some Game of the Year awards.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
hopefully seeing that people can follow suit. and know that they're capable of doing stuff like that, and they don't have to be
Yeah,
working under companies that treat them like shit.
absolutely. Um, oh yeah, this is such a shitty one. So, Microsoft employee criticized for advertising Xbox graphics role using AI slop artwork just weeks after mass layoffs. This is an IGN. This is the ad right here.
Oh my
Xbox
god.
graphics is hiring obvious
Oh,
AI image with a computer monitor with the screen on the back of the monitor.
why is it backwards?
I know. This was on this,
Oh
so
my.
this wasn't from Xbox themselves. This is somebody who works at Xbox posting on his LinkedIn that they're hiring.
Oh,
Yeah, and
oh
the
my
comments,
god.
yeah, the Xbox graphics team is hiring folks with experience with device drivers, GPU performance, and related validation or engineering system experience. And then the response is here. Do you think this image communicates this is a company where we value people who can make stuff look good? Posting
Oh
this
my god.
days after Microsoft laid off 9,000 folks in game dev while including an AI generated image wherein the monitor is backwards. Like, dude, read the room.
Read the room, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is funny though. Wrote an employee at Meta. Is Meta not doing the same shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, a Ubisoft employee responded, "This is just embarrassing. AI gutter slop image. The screen is on the back of the monitor. To advertise a graphics post. Do fucking better."
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. This was
Uh,
after Microsoft announced plans to shed nearly 4% of its staff, or roughly 9,100 employees, um, of which Xbox was affected. I'm surprised I don't have that first. Trying to see. I guess I don't have the initial post of them laying everybody off, but this is pretty much it. Um, Earlier this month, so deep cuts to several major Xbox studios. Rare's long gestating fantasy project Everwild was canned, as was the upcoming Perfect Dark reboot. That's the one I'm most upset about. But
mm-hmm.
more
Yeah.
upset that people lost their jobs, but
Yeah.
that we're not getting that. Um, yeah, and a ton of other developers across studios and Xbox were affected. We'll get into the reason why because that kind of goes into it with the following stories. But the ZeniMax union, one of the few unions within Microsoft, responds to Microsoft canceling unannounced MMO. A future has been stolen from us. These are the people who work on Elder Scrolls Online, I believe. They were working on an MMO that was supposedly making good progress, and the higher ups were impressed with it, but they just like canceled the game.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, following the wave of mass layoffs that impacted an estimated 9,100 employees at Microsoft, many of whom were in its Xbox gaming division, the union of employees at Xbox subsidiary ZeniMax have responded with a statement explaining the current employment status of its members. Today, ZeniMax Online Studios, which represents employees on both Elder Scrolls and the canceled unannounced MMO, issued a lengthy statement addressing the layoffs and project cancellations. Critically, Zosu has
Mm-hmm.
confirmed that as of today, its members are all still employed by Microsoft and receiving pay benefits, though this is likely not to be the case forever. Um, this was the this was the question I had when they announced these layoffs. I'm like, wait, some studios have unionized, so I'm like, are
Yeah.
those employees okay, or are they affected? Because a union's supposed to help prevent this, and that's
Yeah.
what they're doing so far. They still have their jobs, but it's because of the union that they're still at their jobs negotiating a contract if they have to leave, like it and like an exit package kind of thing. So they're the only ones that have their jobs kept, but it seems like they're getting the axe as well. And I
Mm-hmm.
think this is intentional because they're unionized and because
Yeah.
that's just an additional cost from the company.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yep. I think this is the same story I had. Okay. We can skip this. This is their statement. But this is the heart of it here. Hundreds of Xbox employees will reportedly be replaced by AI. From Game Rant.
Oh, God. This is upsetting.
After a round of layoffs by Microsoft in early July, Candy Crush developer King and related teams at Xbox have been notified via internal memo that their terminated positions will be filled by AI. Approximately 200 roles were affected by Microsoft layoffs, and internal sources are now shedding light on the reasoning behind the cutbacks and planned implementation of artificial intelligence to replace X workers. This was obvious that this was the reason why. Because
Yeah.
Microsoft, for the past year or so, has been touting their acquisition of OpenAI, their heavy investments into AI, and people saying, oh, hey, they're probably going to be using AI to replace jobs. And lo and
Yeah.
behold, the big acquisition, the reason why Xbox wanted to acquire Activision Blizzard, because of King, supposedly, because of the mobile games. That's what they said in the court cases anyway. All those positions being replaced by AI. So that's
Yeah, they knew
shitty.
what they were doing.
Yeah.
No AI is gonna beat what an actual person can do. An
Yeah.
AI will never live up to what an actual person can do. Like you see all the stuff that AI puts out, and you can see obviously it's AI. It
But
doesn't look right. It doesn't.
yeah, you're talking about like generative AI.
It just.
The 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 thing is though, I mean there's like regular people who see the stuff, get frustrated with it, and know like, hey, this isn't gonna do anything. But that's not what Microsoft listens to. Microsoft listens to who's giving us money, investors.
Mm,
Investors want to save money by implementing AI. AI is the trend. It was just like the thing before with NFTs and
mhm,
cryptocurrency and everything like that. Um, they kept pushing gaming companies to adopt those things because that was the trend.
mhm,
Even though gamers hated it. So what did we see? A bunch of publishers pivot and say like, yeah, we need to put NFT into our games, even though gamers are like, what the hell? We don't want to buy your game with NFTs. But
mhm,
like, that's okay. That's okay because we're getting paid to to promote this bullshit because
mhm,
investors want to hear us say it. So
mhm.
so it's the same thing with AI. Like a bunch of people's jobs are effective.
Yeah.
AI is going to do a shit job at replacing those jobs.
Yes.
Microsoft's going to eventually want to hire people back to fix the roles that AI breaks. But for
Mhm.
now, AI is what's giving them money from investors. So
Yeah.
a bunch of people are being laid
Yeah.
off because of it.
And it's upsetting for the people who get laid off from a job that they
Yeah.
obviously love. People go into that because they love video games and they're getting replaced
Yeah.
by AI. Like it's just I don't know, it's upsetting.
Especially the people who worked on it.
Yeah.
So laid off King staff. So VGC says laid off King staff are reportedly being replaced by AI tools they helped build.
Mm.
AI tools are basically replacing laid off design teams, it's claimed. So they built the own
Uh,
tools to replace their own job. Like that's insane.
ugh, ugh,
I
I
know.
can't.
Um yeah, it's I just have another one of these, just a quote
Mhm.
from the Microsoft teams. Tired So from Games Radar, tired Microsoft employees say layoffs impacting 9,000 people could have been avoided by reducing spending on AI instead. Like no crap. Like we all know this.
Ugh.
Um Following that, so we get to some ZeniMax union news, some more. Um
Mm,
so this was back in when was this? May 31st. So this is before all this went down. So CWA negotiates a new contract for ZeniMax, including substantial wage increases and credits policy for QA staff. But that's not going to last long. So I think that they were targeted as part of these layoffs because apparently that MMO was looking really good and people were happy with it. So I think they were targeted because they were unionized.
Yeah.
And they're like, so they still have their jobs right now, but they're likely to lose their jobs. Oh, I guess this story isn't available. No, it is. Okay. We okay, we don't have time for like a lot of this stuff, so I'm gonna have to skip it. There's a breakdown, the unlikely path to Microsoft's landmark deal with ZeniMax workers back in May 30th from Stephen Totillo at GameFile. You can read it if you want. Stephen Totillo had an update on Blue Sky. In June 19th, Microsoft confirms that ZeniMax workers have officially ratified agreement it struck with the company's 300-person QA union. This is Microsoft's first contract with the union in the U.S. in gaming or otherwise. So it's kind of like showing you like that all this breakthrough was happening, and then the layoffs start hitting.
Yep.
Yeah. Phil Spencer claims they were necessary. Fuck off.
Fuck that.
Our
But here's the
platform
thing.
hardware.
Everyone's getting laid off, but at least Phil Spencer is not retiring.
Yep. Well, why would he? They're doing good apparently.
Yeah.
So good they're laying off people.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the breakdown of everything that was closed. Yeah, so Raven Software, they're working on Call of Duty. They said to have been affected by the cuts. It doesn't say how many. Turn 10 Studios, they work on Forza Motorsport. Nearly 50% of the staff were let go.
Oh, that's big.
Rare and Everwild. So British developer Rare was affected by layoffs too. Everwild was canceled, and this was the one that was 10 years in the making. I think it was put on the shelf before. Like it was kind of canceled but not canceled, and then they started it from scratch. And this sucks. So Rare is pretty much I think this is the only thing they were working on other than Sea of Thieves. So I don't know. A new MMO from ZeniMax Online Studios, codenamed Blackbird. So yeah, longtime exec Matt Furrer is also leaving the company. Perfect Dark and the Initiative. So the Initiative shut down. Perfect Dark's no longer being developed. I know that it had a rocky production, but I was still looking forward to it.
Yeah.
High Moon. Longtime Call of Duty co-developer High Moon Studios. Oh, this is part of the acquisition then, because they were an Activision studio. The studio has for years supported Call of Duty Warzone and other Call of Duty projects. They used to make a bunch of. They used to develop a bunch of licensed games like Marvel and Transformers and stuff like that way back in the day. And then Activision said, don't worry about all that stuff. Help work on Call of Duty, because that's usually what Activision told studios to do after they were done with their finished with their little project. Yeah, you're not doing those anymore. Sledgehammer Games, they work on their Call of Duty co-developer. Doesn't say how many were let go, but they said they were affected. Blizzard and Warcraft Rumble. Blizzard announced that Warcraft Rumble support will not continue in its current form. Aftermath reports that some Blizzard employees will shift to different roles, while others will be let go. An exact figure has not been confirmed. It's said to be as many as 100 people. Halo Studios. Doesn't say how many. But yeah, we already talked about them and their statement earlier. Romero Games. Studio headed up by John and Brenda Romero has announced that an unspecified publisher has canceled funding for its new game, and it's believed to be Microsoft. In a post, he said, "Our publisher has canceled funding for our game, along with several other unannounced projects at other studios. It was a tragic decision made at a high level with the publisher well above our visibility or control. Um, yeah, that's a breakdown of everybody that was affected. And Xbox boss Phil Spencer isn't retiring, despite rumors otherwise. That's great.
Hey, at least at least he's not retiring. Oh my
Why did we start with the
god.
fun news?
Yeah, we should have ended it. Do you have anything in the vault? Any good news in the vault that you might have missed?
Yeah, maybe. Um, not really.
Oh shit.
Not really. We went through all the good stuff.
Oh gosh.
I have just a lot of dark stuff, so I don't know if you want to continue with anything there.
Uh,
I mean,
uh,
there's the SAG-AFTRA stuff. So SAG-AFTRA. So when was this? GameIndustry.biz on June 13th. SAG-AFTRA National Board approves tentative agreement. This was for the voice actor strike that was going on.
mhm,
So they have approved tentative agreement with the Convenience Bargaining Group for its interactive media contract announced earlier this week. I'm just burning through stuff so we can get through things here. And this was in July 9th. An update to that. SAG-AFTRA members approved 2025 interactive media agreement. I think the strike's essentially over. I think it's been over for a bit.
mhm,
So this is good to see. This was a fight against voice actors' roles and being replaced by AI. It actually shows right here. SAG-AFTRA members vote to ratify. Contract includes a 15.17% pay increase plus an additional 3% raises each year through 2027. Deal introduces new AI protections, consent rules, and safeguards for video game performers. Union and industry leaders praise the agreement's wins for wages, safety, and future negotiations.
mm.
Good for them.
Yay.
Positive news.
Nice.
Um, yeah. Other than that, is there anything else we should talk about from this list?
um, I didn't see anything else.
Okay.
I was trying to find some fun news, but I don't know.
What's Thread saying?
Let's see.
I'll summarize through some stuff here because it's just things we don't need to get into full
Mm-hmm.
conversations for, but I don't want to I don't necessarily want to save these for the next podcast. Um, but IGN earlier last month, no, in May. So they were growing. So there's the IGN union. They're looking to grow the union with some of the other smaller like sister sites that are within the company. Um, so on that day, they proposed addition of our product engineering and humble bundle folks into the union. The result of that, most recently, this was in July 18th, so very recent. An update: management has chosen not to recognize our product engineering and humble bundle colleagues as part of the union, instead insisting on a time-consuming NLRB hearing, which took place last week. Help us spread the word. We will not be divided. We are IGN, and we will always stand together. So yeah, I don't know. Quote: repost this on Blue Sky or wherever they're posting this, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, there's a bunch of Embracer stuff. I didn't include it here. The just one thing is that after overseeing thousands of layoffs and numerous studio closures, Embracer CEO Lars Wingfors is stepping down. Good. That should have happened a long time ago. So
Mm-hmm. Yes.
he will become the new executive chair of the board. That sucks, but
Mm,
you should not be CEO. So you know what? Good job for finally stepping down.
for real.
Sony's Bend Studio hit with layoffs after a live service game was canceled. These were the developers behind that zombie game for PlayStation. What was it called? Days
Um,
Gone.
oh, it is on. Yeah. Hmm.
Nintendo is banning some Switch 2 consoles. I don't know if you know about this.
What?
There's this thing called the MIG Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's for ripping Nintendo Switch games.
Mm-hmm.
So basically pirating Nintendo Switch games, but not really, because the only way it works is like each Switch cartridge has a unique code. Like even if you're copying it, if you're like redistributing that, like say if you rent a game, copy it, and then put it back on the shelf, if somebody else is playing that game, popping it into their Switch, and you're playing the pirated version of it at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo will know and ban both consoles. So that's essentially what this is. So there's like
Wow.
kind of ways around that where like you can like make your Switch offline entirely, and I don't know, there's like ways around that to make it sort of like a piracy machine, but its main purpose is really just to back up your games and also just have like one device that kind of like cycles through the games without you having to like pop in each cartridge individually or worrying about them breaking. Um, but some people are using it for piracy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently it's harder to hide that on the Switch 2, and Nintendo's just straight up banning Switch 2 consoles because of it.
Wow.
So somebody posted, I think there was a quote because there was a Twitter post about this. Basically, the guy got his account hacked, and he's like, "I just bought this used on eBay, I think it was." And he had to call Nintendo and be like, "Hey, no, I have this game. I just bought it. It popped in my console. My console's banned." And Nintendo's like, "Okay, send us a picture of the game. Send us like the transaction details, like you speaking with the person who sold it to you, all this stuff." And then they eventually unbanned his Switch,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to go through all of that process to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh my
the
god.
lesson here is be very careful buying used games for Switch 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. Never know what you're getting.
There's a patent lawsuit update against Palworld for Nintendo. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
this one's kind of positive.
Okay.
Um, so this is from Game Rant. Nintendo's patent lawsuit against Palworld, which we have discussed before on a previous podcast, has taken an unexpected turn, with the Japanese giant modifying one of the patents central to the case mid-suit. The move raises questions about the visibility of Nintendo's legal strategy against Palworld, and is particularly unusual due to the language used in the new patent. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we know when it started, so I don't need to read that. So, in new development, Nintendo recently requested an amendment of one of its patents in suit from the Japan Patent Office. Gamefray reports. The patent in question describes a system for seamlessly switching between rideable objects or mounts. While the request was granted, an examiner deemed that the revised version of the anti-Palworld patent did not introduce any new technical matter. What it did introduce was a reworked claim worded as a large sequence of run-on sentences numbering 260 words, which can be found on pages 5 and 6. Okay. Um, this claim, which describes conditions for triggering the ride switching implementation, includes a provision that it works in the air even when, in quotes, a non-flying mount is selected. Game phrase patent analyst describes this phrase as highly unusual. The quote is, "I've been following patent litigation for 15 years, for the better part of that period as a consultant, and have seen many claims that were amended, but I've never seen even when or even if in a patent claim.
Mm-hmm.
The amendment itself may have been prompted by Pocket Pair previously, arguing Palworld never implemented the mount switching system described in Nintendo's patent. In that context, yeah, this expanded claim appears less clear." So I think Nintendo's lawyers kind of realized, oh, hey, this lawsuit is kind of flimsy.
Mm-hmm.
based on
Yeah.
based on the patent that we're using to like file the lawsuit. And Pocket Pair's like, yeah, what you're claiming we're doing, we're not doing. So they had to like change their
Yeah.
their claims. So that's I think they realized they kind of fucked up there.
They're reaching at this point.
Yeah. So yeah, Nintendo could lose the patent it's suing over. Um, so I think the same analysts called the Palworld lawsuit a clear case of bullying from Nintendo. In a new statement
Yep.
to Game Rant, the longtime patent analyst suggested Nintendo's current strategy hinges on obfuscation rather than legal merit. Nintendo is
Hmm.
hoping that its even when wording and the fact that the new claim language is long-winded will dispute the judge from deeming the patent invalid. Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Honestly, they just fucked themselves over.
yeah, I mean we'll see because again this is Japan court, so who knows what's gonna
Mm.
happen. Um,
Yeah.
I'm interested to see. I'm still like following the story every once in a while. Uh,
Hmm.
I do want Power World. It's just Nintendo bullying. Like
Yep.
I don't. Again, they're not suing them for like copyright infringement for the characters, which a lot of people seem to think. They're suing them for the use of catching a creature in a field with a ball, and also this riding a creature in an overworld situation, which guess what? A lot of games do this.
Yes.
Yeah. They're just targeting Palworld because they realize they can't go after them for the copyright infringement. If they could, they would have. They're not.
Yep.
So they realize they can't. They're using this method instead. And
Yep.
it's kind of a flimsy argument that they're changing mid case here. So
Yeah.
um
Just big bullies.
yeah. I don't have too much. I don't even know if I want to bring up this other stuff. There's the Stop Killing Game stuff we can bring up next time. There's a whole
Yep.
Subnautica drama which I can kind of summarize based on my knowledge.
Hmm.
I don't know if you know about the game Subnautica or the development process.
I've heard of it, but I haven't heard about the development.
I have one story here. This is from July 11th, but I think there's been updates from this. So Subnautica studio co-founder says he's suing parent company Krafton. Um, So the drama surrounding the significantly delayed release of Subnautica 2 continues. This is from Engadget. With Charlie Cleveland, co-founder and former director of Unknown Worlds Entertainment, announcing via post on X that he and unnamed others have filed a suit against Krafton, the studio's parent company. Cleveland, along with Ted Gills and Max McGuire, were relieved of their leadership roles at Unknown Worlds last week, as of this, um, when this was posted. Bloomberg reported that they had been effectively pushed out. This occurred shortly before Krafton would reportedly owe Unknown Worlds leadership a $250 million bonus for meeting certain goals. The
Hmm.
alleged lawsuit follows Krafton's recent statement accusing Cleveland and other studio leadership of abandoning their responsibilities. The parent company claims that these executives' behavior led to a significant delays in Subnautica 2's early
Hmm.
access release, which is now slated for early 2026. So,
Hmm.
Crafton also claimed that approximately 90% of the $250 million bonus was already paid out to Cleveland, Gill, and McGuire. In his post, Cleveland strongly refuted Crafton's claims, asserting that Subnautica 2 is in fact ready for early access and that any allegations regarding abdication of leadership and financial motives are false. Subnautica 2 has been my life's work and I would never willingly abandon it, Cleveland wrote. He also firmly denied accusations that he and other executives intended to keep the promised $250 million bonus for themselves, saying, I'm in this industry because I love it. I'm not for riches. Historically, we've always shared our profits with the team and did the same when we sold the studio. You can be damn sure we'll continue to with the earnout bonus as well. Um, from my understanding, from what I recall, Krafton acquired the Subnautica 2 devs, or Subnautica devs.
Mhm.
Introduced this initiative for this bonus to meet goals by a certain time to have the game ready for release this year.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, and they are claiming that the heads of the studio were focused on like other side projects and taking the focus away from the game, then not meeting those goals. So Krafton kind of said, uh, they kind of fired those guys and said like it's not ready for release. It's got to be delayed to 2026, so they don't have to do the full bonus payout to the employees. Interesting how that
Mhm.
works out. And then so now the Subnautica, like those guys from Subnautica 2 are now suing that company, saying like that's not at all how things went down,
Mhm.
and that the game's basically ready for early access, so they were meeting the goals, but Crafton is just basically bullshitting and saying like nope, they didn't.
Mhm.
So I don't know. There's been a lot of news released following that, including some leaked goals for the company.
Uh-huh.
So like those like the internal documents for like the the development goals. So those are online somewhere if you want to look those up.
Okay.
Um this just seems to be like the biggest video game news drama right now that's cycling through
Mhm.
social media, so I thought I'd include it here.
Mhm.
Um I I don't have a horse in this race. Just thought it was interesting drama. Have you? So you've never played Subnautica then, right?
I've never played it. I think
Me
I've
neither.
only. Yeah, I've never played it.
I've been told I would like it.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Okay. How old is this game? Is it old?
The first one I think is.
Ah.
I can look it up.
On what console?
I think it was a multi-platform.
Mm.
Uh, Subnautica. This doesn't tell me when. It came out in 2018. Okay, so it's a newer game. Ish.
Mm.
Not that new.
Mhm.
It's for Xbox One, PS4. Looks like it got ported to NPC, and then it got ported to Switch, PS5, and Series. It's also on mobile.
Okay.
And then also, a bunch of porting games are being delisted from Steam.
Oh yeah, I did hear about this. Um.
You ever have that
mm.
moment where you just like, oh, my headphones cut off. You ever those moment where you're browsing through Steam recommended, and just all of a sudden there's just you're like, oh, that's just straight up porn.
No. Wait, what?
Yeah, because that's happened to me. I'm pretty sure that's happened to Court as well. Because I think I was in Discord when she saw that.
Oh my
Because she's
god.
like going like, okay, let's see. I'm just looking through the categories. So it's like, oh my god, that's just porn. I'm just like, yeah, okay. So that happened to you too. Okay, it's not just me.
Wait, so it's like actual straight up porn, or is it like a game
It,
that's
it's
just
a it's a
porn?
game, but it's like that's a porn game. Like
Oh
it's
god.
yeah.
Huh.
So they Steam changed some rules. They're delisting a ton of adult only games. So it's
Okay.
just there was an Epic Games thing I was going to bring up because of an earlier
Mhm.
discussion, and I don't see that here. Where did I put that? Oh, so there's one here. This is for Anthem. Um, Anthem's going to be going offline for good by the end of the year, I think. Um,
Mhm.
so they're shutting down the servers. This game you can only play online for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Uh, it,
Yeah.
it, it was an online game, but they kept. I mean, this game was canceled and no longer updated a long time ago, but they kept it online since then, which is surprising because this is an EA game. They don't tend to do that. But now they're pulling the plug, but there's no offline mode for this game. So as part of like the Stop Killing Games initiative,
Mhm. Yep.
people are asking EA to make an offline mode for this game. I don't think they're going to do that, but I hope they do. I bought this game before all that stuff happened, like where they're saying like, yeah, we're no longer updating this. It was
Mhm.
on sale dirt cheap on Xbox. I'm like, sure, I'll pay a couple bucks for this game. And then they
Mhm.
announced all that stuff, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm sure I'll just play it eventually. It's like I had a lot of other games to play. I didn't jump into it. I'm like, I just got it because it
Mhm.
was on sale. So now that it's
Yeah.
shutting down, I'm like, should I get some use out of the game before it shuts down? Or
Yeah.
did I just waste money?
Oh God.
Yeah.
I remember when Friday. I don't know if you ever played Friday the 13th. Um,
No, I have not, but I have watched some people play it.
it was one of those started games or
Mm-hmm.
whatever they call them, where you raise money, where they raise money, or the developers raise money.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it was up for like the longest time, for years. Eventually, it died down, and then they announced that they were gonna completely like get rid of it. It was gonna be completely like taken off, and so a lot of people went back for like one more day, and then they took it off. It's always sad. It's always sad seeing
Yeah.
games like that. That
That
even
happened
though
in
they fell
Halo.
off,
Like the
they were
Halo
fun.
servers shut down when people are like still playing them.
Ugh, yeah. Oh, man.
I found the article here. So it's so Epic Games delisted Dark and Darker and is wiping it from players' libraries, including mine. Um, so this was a
Wow.
game they actually it was part of their Epic Games releases games for free every week, so you can just claim and own games every week for free.
Hmm.
This was one of those games, so I had it in my library. I knew about this because I got the email for it. It said, "Hey, we're delisting this game and we're pulling it from people's libraries," and I'm like, "What?" I have a problem with
Oh,
that. So that's like the crew where Ubisoft pulled a crew and everything. So I'm like, why is
mhm.
it? And the explanation was that it's an illegal issue. So this was the email. We removed Dark and Darker from sale on the Epic Game Store on March 5th in consideration with a court decision in Korea between
Mhm.
Nexon and the game's publisher, Iron Mace. So
Mhm.
far, nothing. I mean, there's stuff like that happens where games get delisted all the time. So I'm like, that's nothing new. I get it. It's no longer being sold. Okay. On November 1st, 2025, we will be removing Dark and Darker from your library, at which point it will no longer be playable via the Epic Game Store. That's the problem. I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah.
I'm like, so people bought this game. I'm not sure if it's a free to play. I don't think it's a free to play game because I got it for free from their promotion. So I think it's a paid game. People paid for. Because of this legal issue, we can't play it anymore, even after we bought it.
Yeah, like that's the thing that is annoying. Like, you spent money on this game,
Yep.
and like, where does that money go? Like, I don't know.
The nice thing is they're refunding people, but I feel
Oh,
like that's kind of, the bigger issue here is though, why is it being pulled from the library?
yeah.
um Things like this are where I like stores like GOG sometimes because they're DRM free. So if they decided, hey, we're delisting this game because of a legal issue, also maybe we can't display it in your library. Like maybe that's because you can see the games that you purchase on GOG online, just like Epic.
Hmm.
Um, but maybe we'll do that so it no longer shows in your library. But if you've already downloaded it and you don't need the GOG launcher, you could just launch the game. It's DRM free. We can't pull it from your computer because you already bought it and installed it. You own it. It's your copy. So
Oh my
that's
god.
where I applaud GOG as opposed to Epic Games and even Steam,
Yeah.
like pulling stuff. So
Oh,
that's all the
at
news
least
I got, Lumi.
that was a lot of news, and honestly, it makes sense because it's been so long.
Yeah. I'm hoping there's more fun stuff next time though.
Hopefully, because
Like
I feel like the news has just been like depressing.
I know.
Like, Is world news depressing? Gaming news is depressing. We need some
Oh,
happy stuff going.
we don't need to get into world news. I can.
Yeah.
That's
We
gonna
need
be.
GTA to come out.
We need GTA to come out real bad. GTA can save everything.
Yes. Oh
Well,
god.
that's gonna be it for us. I
Mhm.
guess because there's nothing here unless you want to add something.
No, that's it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we'll be hopefully doing another one next month. We'll try to do these once a month.
Mhm.
We're gonna have a reaction. Well, I'm gonna have a reaction stream to the Pokemon Presents. I
Mhm.
don't know. Court said she might join me, but she's like basically starting her day at that time. So she's like, I
Mhm.
might show up in the voice chat, so
Yeah,
maybe she'll join me.
I'll probably be watching because
Yeah.
I'll be at work, but usually in the morning um I don't have much to do.
So
So
there's a chance it might not happen because I might just like sleep through my alarm. So because that's been happening. So let's see. I have a
okay.
problem.
If I don't see a notification, I'm gonna be like, well, he slept through his alarm.
Yeah, yeah. I intend to be live tomorrow morning as of us recording this. So it's as this podcast is uploaded, it's already happened or it did not happen, but it's on this channel. You can watch the reaction to the Pokemon Presents, and we'll have that available. I don't think we have any other major things coming up, so just the podcast. Oh,
Yeah.
Jordan and I have been recording our Marvel podcast, Hit Pause MCU. So as of
Mhm.
recording this, um, we do have an episode out from like the last week. We just recorded one this morning, so there's gonna be 2 new episodes of the
Mhm.
podcast. So you can listen to that. We talk about, and that's been on a longer hiatus. So we had more stuff to talk about, which is why we have 2 new podcasts for that.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, well, thanks for joining me, Lumi, with this depressing news.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
So what did you think about everything that we talked about? Do you have any fun topics for us to talk about next time? Let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah. Let
And
us know.
yeah, and we'll see you for the next one. Thanks everyone.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.